Hey everybody, Brad here. We're gonna get a little controversial this time, so make sure you're listening for the spirit and not just the words. One of the issues that I see the most often in my role is people are measuring the early part of their pipeline or their B2B sales business growth a little too early, and they're measuring the wrong things. So other than the learning that you get, I want you to understand that the first 30 days of your outbound don't really matter. So often I see people within the first 30 days of any sales campaign wondering what's wrong, when the truth is it's too early to even know that in the early run. Teams will launch Outbound, they'll send out some emails and they'll make a few calls. And if they don't see immediate results in the first 3 or 4 weeks, they assume the entire process isn't working. That in itself is the biggest mistake. I often liken it to building a house. You wouldn't ask the constructors of your house why you couldn't move in when the foundation had just been poured. The first 30 days aren't really about results. They're about the learning in the market. They're about testing your messaging. They're about testing your targeting and overall seeing how the market responds to your product. You're not really going to be closing deals in that early run. You're going to be gathering signal and figuring out which direction you should go in. Now, there are some positives. You're going to figure out who replies. You're going to figure out what rolls and who ignores your message. You're probably going to see some early interest. And you're also going to figure out that some of the people you're targeting were never a fit to begin with. And so what's happening, even if you're not immediately closing deals or immediately having meetings, you're seeing what it looks like as your ICP is refined in real time. So there's a couple of pitfalls and a couple of mistakes that teams can make in and around this. One, they stop too early. If you are a month or 5 weeks into a sales campaign and you've already given up, that's your first mistake. You have to give yourself an opportunity for your messaging to improve. You have to have enough data for you to actually make decisions on. I often tell people, a couple of weeks you just don't have statistically significant data at that point, and you're just pulling the plug too early. You need to wait on the system to work a little bit. Don't quit during the setup phase and then call it failure when what it ends up being is a lack of patience. Over here at Consig, we expect that first 30 days to be messy. We know what the learning's like. We understand how to adjust and refine inside the market, because your outbound isn't going to be instant. It compounds over time. So if you need any help with this, please reach out to us. We'll make sure that the first 30 days hold value, even if they don't close deals.